Hello, greetings, my friends. This is Gilles. I wanted to wish you a wonderful day. I want to discuss a few ideas, the principal concepts of wisdom to navigate through this very intense energy of the outside world and inner transformation as well. For the inner transformation takes precedence over all other energies. For life in the relative, we live in a world that is relative, but it was built as a playground. And yet this playground sometimes is very mysterious. It's very hard to get a hold on all the ins and outs of what is going on. Sometimes we feel at odds. We feel like an outsider. We don't belong here. There's this sense of non-belonging. But it is okay. What we need to understand is that we need to focus on the truth. The truth is graspable, but it is abstract. It is the higher light is not something that is fixed. It's always changing. So the source of love is abstract. God is abstract. Love is abstract. It is always changing and evolving and growing. Yet because the truth that we seek is something that's beyond the senses. And so we want to forget the past, but we want to remember the source, to become familiarized with that. And then when we get finally a connection to that source, it's like we're getting just an echo of it. It's like, but God is not an echo. The source is not an echo. It is a truth. Yet this truth is utterly beyond our ability. Yet we want to familiarize ourselves every day with that source. And we do not want to need to try to become wise in relationship to our relationship to Source. For Source knows we know nothing, and so just be humble and seek it out. Yet wisdom can be applied in the physical world. It is again through our experiences. But when it comes to knowing Source, do not pretend you have this wisdom. There's no need to for. It's like because only the heart knows the truth. Only God knows God, and the heart is the vehicle. Is where God resides deep inside of us. And so the presence is more than we can ever know. It's like this presence, and yet it is us. So there is a familiarity to it, and we're getting used to that presence each and every day. We have to connect to that source, to the heart, in order to allow it to reveal new aspect of that truth to us. For this great minister, that is the I Am Presence, knows, is fully wise in the way of what we can, and we're ready to receive. For in spirituality, as Archangel Michael says, it's on the need-to-know basis, and until we need to know, there's no need for us to know. We will encounter ourselves. There is certain things. But when something comes into our consciousness, it is because it is time for us to know. For all will be made humble. It's all will be set free. The truth will put all those egos of the world will very soon be made humble, and they will have no choice. It's like the truth is, and will set humanity free. For it is when we seek the truth, it is good to understand that the truth has been encapsulated within the symbols in the Kabbalah, for instance. They're teaching to study each number and each letter, but all kinds of symbols there are higher truths that are encapsulated within symbols, and so it is like a key that opens the door to a higher truth. So everything that is all the truths of life have been encapsulated in the relative world, within the world of symbol. And there is a book I always like to mention, some books, and so that is very ancient, quite ancient. It's called the Holy Trinosophy. It talks about how everything is symbol, and how to find freedom from discovering the meaning of symbol and the truth behind the symbols. For there's been a lot of tension that has been accumulated, that's been felt throughout this whole year, and it's been very difficult, it's been very painful, but those things were necessary in order to liberate all stocked energy that we had within ourselves. So allow this energy, do not avoid the emotion, just pass through it. And so, but understand all those dark emotions and those suffering that do not belong to you. You will never. You don't have to feel guilt or anger or anything in relationship to that. It's part of a dark matrix that was imposed upon you. So it is all those negative emotions do not belong to you, and you can access instant healing is possible through the accession of love in the heart, and to restore, because this instant healing is. Will restore you to your perfection, your inner perfection, and understand you are forgiven. As soon as you remember you are forgiven, you become perfect, you become whole, you become healed. For this God has forgiven you because He knows there was nothing to forgive in the first place. It is our beliefs, our judgment within the world and ourselves that created the suffering, because we had these beliefs of guilt and or failure or whatever, but it is a false matrix, and this false matrix is gone now. It still appears to be real, but it is no longer there. So access the love, repeat to yourself, I am perfect, I am forgiven. Once you know you're forgiven, there is no need for judgment and culpability. You can accept this, to focus on your strengths and let go of those weaknesses will take care of themselves. So focus on your strengths and let your light shine. Another test that is important is that to understand that we always want to be kind as possible to all beings, even those who we meet in the street or whatever throughout the course of our day, even if they're not in the most advanced emotional state or open-minded. It's because they're going through a lot of difficult time that we will never know, but just being kind to them is a big test, to be kind with all people, to be gentle. It is part of the process, and remember to be kind. It's very important always, for that will definitely alleviate all kinds of tensions, because sometimes we feel people are pushing our buttons and they're trying to make us mad or make us angry or make us guilty and all those things. So do not take it, just understand they're going through some very deep inner transformation, and so just be kind to them and do not take anything that can be negative that can come from the world. I'm going to pull five cards to see what... for the past is happiness, the present is joy, and the future is hope. What we're working on now is complementarity. And what's coming up in the future, the result of that is a trial, it's a test, it's adversity. So we need to understand why this adversity is coming to liberate all kinds of... it's one of the most difficult cards to handle within the deck, but it will lead us to well-being, for what the whole energy of the world, this one force of light, wants to bring us to a greater sense of well-being, and for that it needs to alleviate all the tension and the adversity. And so you have to deal with adversity, to connect to the source, for the source will assist you in balancing things out, for there is always this need for balance, for we choose to make this ascension the hard way, in a hard planet, in a difficult path. But now we can choose to make the ascension in a far easier way. For many civilizations that we do not know maybe yet, but great civilizations, star nations that are around us, have made this ascension millions of years ago, but in much easier way, like Arcturus. We all had many lives on Arcturus, and it is home. I've always felt at home when I'm chance that my consciousness can venture there. I've explored that realm. I'm connected. Ever since I was a child, the Arcturians have been present around me. But no, you have family there. This ascension is not like it's a family relationship, deep connection. And so you can move into this Arcturian ascension process. For Arcturians ascended individually, but when they were in short dimension, what they came to realize is that the inner world has so much more to provide than the outside world. Yet they had no dark forces to oppose them. They had no lack. They had no competition. It was a lot easier. And yet there was still temptation for the outer worlds always offer so much. But the inner world has far more to offer. So connect to your Arcturians family, Arcturian guides. They will be very helpful in those coming times, and because we have to balance out being and doing. We need to be far more being than doing. Yet being is not of this earth. It's something else. When doing is all about this world. So for doing is a thing of the body, and being is something of the soul. So it's okay to do. It's part of being in this physical world. Yet, for you want to bless both parts. You want to bless your being and your doing, your physical and your soul. But we need to be more being, because love is in the being. It's and then we want to act from inspired action. Did I put some cards there? No, not yet. I'm going to pull some cards there to see what an additional oracle to gain more clarity. So the highest wisdom is the orphan, is finding our place in the world, to reconnect to the source. For the source is very essential then, because we are the children of a creator, the great God of creation that is, and then once we recognize that, we will no longer feel separated from anything or anyone. We'll find the true wealth and we'll regain our sovereignty. What we need to understand is why. For the why, sometimes we won't be able to understand all the whys. So but we do. The mind has so many questions. So sometimes we have to let go and allow the heart to reveal. For only the heart truly knows and how to make it happen. What we need to do is happy is to accept life, that everything is perfect, everything is infinitely perfect. For there is the great plan in this world, and everything is unfolding just as it should. So focus on what needs to, on this love inside, and the outcome is coming near the precipice. It means a decision will need to be taken, and there's choice always. So choice to let go. In many sense, we need to let go of certain things in order to let go of the attachment to control the world and all. We need to move from a bipolar reality to a monopolar reality, which is the center, which is the heart. Deep within ourselves, we have this presence of God. And life is like a river here. It's like it flows and flows. When a river encounters an obstacle, it is not like bumping against it. It goes around it and finds its way and its path, and never tries to struggle in going back upwards. The water always flows. And so be like a river and let the world be what it is. There is a trust in the divine plan for you and for life, for the whole of humanity. And stay focused on the inner love rather than the outer fear, which is those are concepts that we need to put in practice. And for there is a part of us that is eternally still, eternally well. For that is how we were created. This inner stand that will never change. But while we live in this world, there is an effort to balance out the energy, because everything is always changing and shifting. So it's like we came here to play in the shifting sands of time, but eventually we want to come out of the sandbox of evolution. Call on the archangels, call on the angels, the masters. Follow their guidance. They will lead you out of this sandbox of evolution to move into a higher frequency plane. And and so we need to it's far better to awaken as soon as possible, to accept the light, because when the sunrise, it is a gentle light that progressively brings the light into the day. If people that refuse to awaken, for their whole program to awaken when they need to awaken, but there is a personal choice still there, then they will awaken at the sun at midday, and it will be blinding and so powerful. And so just accept that it's better to go step by step with the rising sun, with the beautiful aurora, the goddess aurora, that is bringing this light that is transitioning from the sky of the stars to the sky of the sun. And so there is this eternal process to the Sunday, the day of the sun, the day of God. Every day is blessed, every day is created by the Creator for our enjoyment, and so to come and play in this playground and try to balance the energies. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I thank you for your donations. And if you want a private session, do not hesitate to send me an email. I want to sing this song. It's about climbing the mountains that we have in front of us every day. Make a step every day. We need to climb a step. So called Up Where We Belong. It goes like this. Who knows what tomorrow brings? In a world few hearts survive. All I know is the way I feel. When it's real, I keep it alive. The road is long. There are mountains in our way, but we climb a step every day. Love lifts us up where we belong, far from the world below, up where the clear winds blow. Some hang on to used to be, live their lives looking behind. All we have is here and now. All our lives out there to find. The road is long. There are mountains in our way, but we climb a step every day. Love lifts us up where we belong, far from the world below, up where the clear winds blow. Time goes by, no time to cry. Life's you and I alive today. Love lifts us up where we belong, where the eagles cry on a mountain high. Love lifts us up where we belong, far from the world we know, where the clear winds blow. Love lifts us up where we belong, where the eagles cry on a mountain high. Love lifts us up where we belong. Love lifts us up where we belong. This is really the idea. Wonderful song. It was sung by Joe Cooker and Jennifer Wants. And so I'm going to pull one more card and wish you a wonderful day. Let's stay within the connection of this love, this inner love, and the situation is the Two of Gabriel. It says, "Be bold and make ambitious choices. Progress is possible. Favor relationship with people that see things the way you are." So it's about connecting to those people that are aligned, attuned to our own ideas, not to be distracted, to waste time with people that are not. It's far better. We'll find far more satisfaction in finding people that are within the same frequency as we are, the same ideas, the same dream, the same vision, and so we can reinforce each other. We're going to start creating this community and to connect already to be open to receive information from your soul and your spirit that is all ministered by this great I am presence, that is our true self, that is who we are. Even if we cannot fully grasp what it is, we have to have this knowledge. It's a gift that we've been realizing, that our true self is the source of all creation. I thank you very much. I wish you a wonderful day. I'll talk to you later. Namaste.